Hello YouTubers, and welcome back to my channel, the Virginia Bushcrafter. And guys, if you haven't been here before, you know this channel is all about learning and practicing bushcrafting, prepping, and survival skills. So I want to thank everyone for taking some time out of their day and to come spend some time with me to speak on bushcrafting, prepping, and survival skills. But guys, let me start off by saying, as with hunters can tell you the exact rifle, the barrel length. If the stock is polymer or wood, they can tell you what cartridge goes in. They can tell you the ballistics. They know that rifle in and out. Adjust the scope. Same thing with fishermen. Fishermen can tell you the length of the rod, the flexibility of the rod, the hardness of the rod, the different type of lines, Montefello, braided line. They can tell you the size of the hook. If the reel is an open spinner reel or a bait caster reel, they can tell you all of that because they know their tools. So when it comes to bushcrafting, I feel the same way, that you should be very familiar with your tools, not just being able to put a tool in your hand and start chopping wood, making feather sticks. It's good to be able to do this, but I think it's even better if you know the characteristics of the tool that you are using. So today, I want to talk about, again, one of the main tools in bushcrafting is a cutting tool. And I like to be very, very familiar with what is in my hand. I just don't want to put a cutting tool in my hand and go at it. So here is a very, very prominent tool. Take a look at this fantastic tool. Now, this tool is a Condor Wayfinder. Its origin is El Salvador. So let me start off by talking about the blade. Where actually the length of this knife is 10 inches and a quarter. 10 inches and a quarter from the beginning to the end of the pommel. And this knife weighs 13.12 ounces. And guys, as you know, I like a true full Tang knife because of this pommel, allowing me to smash acorns or anything else that I need to use it for. And of course, it is a full Tang blade, one piece of metal. The spine is 3/16 of an inch, and it is a 90-degree spine. Now guys, this is a drop point blade. Why is it classified as a drop point blade? Because the tip of this blade is not even with the top of the blade. It's basically in the middle. So this is a drop point blade. If it was straight, this point would be equal with the back of this knife. For example, here is a straight point blade, straight all the way back. This is not a drop point, this is a straight point. So this is a drop point blade, very good blade. Now, and it has this great patina on it. Just take a look at that, take a close-up look. That is to protect the blade. I think that's so awesome that Condor put this on their blade. Now this is a Scandinavian grind blade. So again, Scandinavian blade is more or less the main blade used for a bushcrafter. It is classified as a Scandinavian grind because here you have a flat grind that goes all the way down. There is no angle change until you get here, which is the bevel. And from this point, there are no more bevels, and this ends up equaling a 0 degree angle. So this is a Scandinavian grind, one bevel, one change of angle, and that's one reason why bushcrafters like Scandinavian grind. Plus, it's very, very easy to sharpen. Now, this particular knife is a 1095 high carbon steel, a very strong steel. It has a Rockwell Hardness 56 to 58, which is very good. It's not the hardest, but it's definitely not soft. But this knife, it can be classified as a bushcraft knife because, again, its total length is 10 inches and a quarter. The blade length itself is 5 1/4, but the cutting edge is 5 inches. And usually bushcraft knives are 4 to 5 inches. That is basically the main bushcrafting knife. So this knife, I would say, is 100% of a bushcrafter's knife. Now, take a look at this handle, which is walnut. And it is it's pinned with brass stainless steel pins. So that's not coming loose. And on this side, you can see there is a bow drill divot right here. So you have the pin. This is pinned with the stainless steel pins, and it has a bow drill divot. And of course, it has a lanyard hole, which I have a lanyard on here. And it also has very, very nice contours. Look at the contours. So that's going to give you a very, very good firm grip. But this is a good knife, guys. I mean, let's just take a look at this bushcrafting knife. Condor Wayfinder knife from El Salvador. Look at that great patina. So again, guys, 10 1/4 inches in length. It weighs 13.12 ounces. Full tang, true full tang. 90-degree spine. The width is 3/16. Great drop point blade. Scandinavian grind. Great coating, great patina. 1095. Rockwell Hardness of 56 through 58. And again, the handle, walnut. And it's pinned with a lanyard holder. Pommel. Bow drill divot. Very nice contour. So this contour is going to be great for stabbing, feather sticking, feather sticking from this angle. I can't wait to get this into the bush. Now guys, this Wayfinder comes with a very, very nice leather sheath. Condor comes with some very, very nice leather sheaths. Has a belt loop. Fits in here securely where you don't want to turn it upside down. Of course, you will have it on your belt. but it's very, very secure. Now, this sheet again, it's brown leather, and it has it is a belt sheet. So I like that. Now, if I could improve this knife, the only thing I would do, I would add jimping to it. There's no jimping there, but the swell on the handle, the width of the handle, and its contour makes up for that. And I am considering putting some type of dangler on here so that when I walk, it moves with me instead of staying in one position. So you guys come out and join me in the bush. I am going to be making, my objective with this knife is to make some square cuts, a pot hanger, and then a pot hanger from the X formation. Do some shavings with the spine, make some kindling, make some feather sticks, from stabbing it into the wood, even scrape some birch to make tinder using the back and even using the fair sim rod. So guys, I wanted to give you a quick review of this knife. It is a very, very nice knife. I wanted to give you this review before I went into the bush. But let me just show you guys how well it cuts. Now, I have not sharpened this knife. I've had it in the bush one time. So I have not sharpened it. I have cleaned it and basically stood the edges up. But let's see, let's give it the paper test. That's sharp. That's a sharp knife. Very good blade again. 1095, high carbon steel. So guys, again, I think it's important to not just put a cutting tool in your hand, but know the characteristics of the cutting tool. It's going to help you know specified tasks for that knife. Again, this is strictly, I'm going to say, a bush crafting knife, but it can be used for other tasks. You know, it can be used for hunting, fishing, camping, but its main purpose is bush crafting. So guys, we're going to take this into the bush. Again, we're going to do a number of tasks and bring you guys along. Again, like I said, I'm looking forward to doing some pot hangers, square cuts, making some feather sticks, making kindling, pot hangers, everything. So guys, hey, I'll see you out in the bush. This is the Virginia Bushcrafter. Thank you for joining me.